Shalom. Kol halal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right. There was a little incident at camp yesterday. This scoffer, who unfortunately belongs to my family, came out to scoff the word of the Most High. And I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we're not in that time. The going back and forth thing, that's for a novice at best. So I'm going to bring out a couple of scriptures, get beyond it, and then bring out what we should be focusing on right now. And we'll move forward, all right? This is 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And that's plain, all right? That's plain, all right? Go back, watch the video, and you'll understand everything. Yes, I did have some altercations in the truth in the first 3 years, okay? And it is what it is. I don't have to lie about anything. I take responsibility for everything that I've done as a man, all right? This is Romans. Let's get Romans here. And as much as I don't want to address this because it's folly, okay, ridiculous. But somebody will say that, oh, well, you didn't address it and blah, 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 whatever. But this is Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them, which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. All right? That's clearly what was going on yesterday. Got nothing to say to you. We clearly have two different doctrines. What are you doing there? Okay? What are you doing there? You came to scoff the word. You don't even understand that the Most High brought you there to scoff the word so that you can be judged. You marked yourself. All right, this is 1 Corinthians. We'll just try to hurry through this. 2. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. The mark of the beast is the chip. You can't see it, all right, because you're being prevented from seeing it, all right. Neither can he know them. There's nothing I can do to convince you or your cronies, and nobody wants your people, all right, because they are spiritually discerned. You're clearly not spiritual. You're clearly of the devil and carnal and about this world. I have a job. I make this much money. You don't have nothing. I have more than you. Crazy. That's childish. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. All right? We'll leave it at that. Ezekiel. And we'll get back to the spiritual. Try to make it quick. Ezekiel 3, 17. Here's what we are to be doing. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me. Who's doing that? Are we reproving and scoffing and rebuking? Oh, I'm going to go down to your camp and rebuke. What about warning the people? Where's that at? Warn them of what? The mark of the beast. What is you know what the mark of the beast isn't. Tell me what it is. That's what didn't come out. 3. You put it right on the comment board. Tell me what it is and prove it. 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world. Okay? I know more than you. You only know 2 scriptures. Only an idiot would say something like that. I know more than you. I know more breakdowns than. No, you don't. Says who? You? Let him become a fool that he may be wise. Can you even begin to discern what this means? No, because you're not spiritual. All right, let's just keep it going. Corinthians, let's get Romans here. Quickly get through this so we can get to the matter at hand. I'm going to make this as short as possible. Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? The rest were blinded. Meaning, no, you'll never understand that the mark of the beast is the chip, even when you're in line taking it, because you're proud. And you have a business to run in the world that's about to be destroyed, and that takes precedence over this truth. And I don't have it. I have a job. I celebrate the Passover. I keep the Sabbath. And every other lie that you stood there and told is ridiculous. You're not even, you don't fear the Most High enough to go out and do one of the things that he hates most, which is to bear false witness. Crazy. No fear of the Lord. It's 1 Peter 4. Where are we at now? 1 Peter 4 and 7, but the end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be sober and watch unto prayer. Okay? Here's where we are. We're at the end of all things. Second Peter, Salakia. Is it 4? This is Second Peter, Salakia. 2 Peter 3 and 11, saying then, start at 10, but the day of the Lord, not the day of the scoff. All right? But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burned up. Your business, your trucking business that makes you so much better than me. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay. Wow. All right. So, I mean, that's enough. That's enough. The rest were blinded. Okay. Let's get this. Oh, God, you can't bring out the same scripture. Read it again, Ak. Read it again, Ak. See, you hate the scriptures are a knife, a sword. Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false anointed and false prophets. Remember this, false prophets. And shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. The very elect will not be deceived. Okay? How do we know what day we're in. Watch the video. Watch the video. This is how we know. What was the video about? Well, it was about to be very edifying until the devil came and took away the word. 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers. Okay? That's what yesterday was about. It was about scoffing the word, having the audacity and no fear of the Most High to come and scoff the word because you believe something different than I do. Who does that? A child does that. Walking after their own lusts. What's this word? Scoffers. What does this word scoffer mean? A mocker, by implication, a false teacher. All right? This guy proclaims to be a teacher. You're not a teacher. You don't go out on the highways and the byways every week. You took your hand off the plow. You didn't start teaching until 5 years ago. And I'm not, I don't care what your business is. I'm not going to go back and forth with anybody, all right? It's way too late in this thing. What manner of person ought you to be right now, all right? This is the type of person. And if you don't understand the mark of the beast, that's on you. You will understand it, though. Oh, wow. Let's see. We got to get back here. I can get it here. Oh. Let's just get it right here. Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, when you put these two things together, it has to have something to do with money. Okay? Now, this is spiritually discerned because apparently nobody can put something so easy together. But in a minute, you won't have a choice. And you're still not going to get it. All right? Why? Because you're blinded. You're not of the elect. If you were of the elect, you would understand Colossians 3 and, 12. Get that on the way out. This is July 19th, 2021. France 24 English, CV19. Max. Is Bill Gates implanting, listen to the language. It's June. Okay? Now, to anybody that's in GMS, you watch that video and say, well, this guy's a straight up clown. Like the one brother said, so eloquently humbled by the fear of the Most High. Who, it's clear. It's clear to the elect. And that brother is clearly of the hopeful elect. All right?
Does Bill Gates want to implant us all with 5G microchips alongside the COVID-19 vaccine?
Of course not. And this is a disinformational campaign. But why would they have to do this? If there's no truth in it, they just laugh. Not make a high-priced video. This is slick editing and images and things of that sort. This goes way back. So whenever there's a campaign to confuse and to undermine what's actually going on, then where there's smoke, there is fire.
Does Bill Gates want to implant us all with 5G microchips alongside the COVID-19 vaccine?
Ain't no microchips. It's June.
Internet users have accused the billionaire of deliberately spreading the virus in order to control the world's population using geo-localized 5G microchips. And celebrities haven't been immune to spreading the rumors. In May 2020, the French actress Juliette Binoche shared with her 300,000 Instagram followers the following message.
These are operations international finance groups, mostly American, have been organizing for years. They're manipulating us without wanting to sound paranoid. The vaccines they're working on are a part of it. No to microchip implants for everyone. No to Bill Gates' operations. No to 5G.
This is completely false. It's a conspiracy.
Why would she say that? Why would she be hitting the nail right on the head? This is completely false. No, this production is completely false. And you put it out there. What is this? You made this little, what is this? This thing. Here you have 5G, and what is it doing? It's emanating this frequency, and these people are lined up. Why would you put all of this into a campaign that says this is false?
The virus in order to control the world's population using geo-localized 5G.
This is nothing less than brainwash. Oh, well, this isn't true, but you're showing everybody exactly what this is, what it's about, what the whole campaign is about.
Microchips. And celebrities haven't been immune to spreading the rumor.
And then she comes out, and they put this as part of the production. She comes out and explains it exactly, like you sat here and illustrated it exactly.
In May 2020, the French actress Juliette Binoche shared with her 300,000 Instagram followers the following message.
These are operations international finance groups, mostly American, have been organizing for years. They're manipulating us without wanting to sound paranoid. The vaccines they're working on are a part of it. No to microchip implants for everyone. No to Bill Gates' operations. No to 5G.
Don't believe your lying eyes. Okay? These things are spiritually discerned. You can't see what's going on in front of you. And you know what? Everybody isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. You got a bunch of dummies out there wanting to be somebody in this world. I got more than you. You don't have nothing. You're not supposed to have nothing, dummy.
This is completely false. It's a conspiracy theory that's concocted from a deliberate mix of...
Wait a minute. Last time I checked, in 2022, right? We're damn near halfway this June. All the conspiracy theories are coming true.
Separate initiatives financed by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Firstly, there's the race to find a vaccine against COVID, a scientific endeavor to which Bill Gates has donated $250 million since the start of the pandemic. Then there's the Digital ID 2020 project, which aims to provide the world's estimated 1 billion undocumented people with digital ID and health cards. And finally, research conducted by MIT to inject vaccines in a special ink subcutaneously, a sort of tattoo that can only be seen using infrared light and can tell who is and isn't vaccinated.
That's part of it. We're going to tell some half-truth. So right after he just said this is a conspiracy theory, went right back and said, well, here's what's really going on, exactly what she explained. Watch that again, how slick that is. Well, first of all, Bill Gates is donating this much money, which he's got unlimited funds as part of the grand scheme. Right after he says this is not true, you go back and say that it is true. Okay, you got to watch out for the witchcraft and the slick production. They're showing you exactly what they are doing, and you're going to accept it because you can't see through it, because you want to drive your truck across state lines, and the only way they'll let you do it is if you're participating in their program. Oh, you don't have a job. Okay, fuck a job. All right? The Most High is going to determine who eats and who doesn't. All right? What time are you in? You can't see what time you're in?
There's the race to find a vaccine against COVID, a scientific endeavor to which Bill Gates has donated $250 million since the start of the pandemic. Then there's the Digital ID 2020 project, which aims to provide the world's estimated 1 billion undocumented people with digital ID and health cards. And finally, Research conducted by MIT to inject vaccines into special ink.
To inject? Well, how the hell do you get the chip inside of you anyway?
Subcutaneously.
Now, this is when they're saying that that's not going on. Ain't no microchips. Ain't no microchip. All right, we'll check the
A sort of tattoo that can only be seen using infrared light and can tell who is and isn't vaccinated. Now, those three projects do all exist, but they have
nothing to do with one another. Come on,
nothing to do with each other. And what's more, injectable GPS trackers are technologically far-fetched.
Technologically far-fetched, but they exist and they're putting them in you right now.
Logically far-fetched, as the microchips still require rechargeable batteries to be picked up by satellites. So unless you want to lug another battery and charger around, you'll just have to rely on your telephone and not your vaccine to keep track of your movements.
You hear that? Okay, let's go.
We heard them.
Slovakia. All right, there's number one. Let's see if I can find number two. Okay. That was, what was it? How long ago? Slovakia, I got to go back and check it real quick. Okay, that's what we just watched. 2021 July, a year ago, roughly. Okay, go back. We'll go to this one. Slovakia. All right, December 2021. See how fast this thing is moving? This is not too long. And we all know that in Sweden, they're straight up getting the chip. Many people in Sweden are getting microchips implanted under their skin that stores their COVID vaccine. Now, this dude just said that that's not true. What? How many months? 5 months before this video? He just said that this is not true. There's the chip. So they're totally contradicting what the first video said. And then you get an idiot that tries to say, it said tag, not chip. Oh my God. They said micro tag, not chip. I'm like, okay, all right. According to researchers, around 6,000 people in Sweden have so far implanted what? Tags. Call it what you want to. Call it a grain of rice. All right? That store their COVID, but they don't track you. Okay? You can't use it like it's being used right now. It can store your COVID pass, but it can't tell you how much money you have in the bank. These things are spiritually, an idiot can put two and two together, but some people are being completely blinded. And the rest were blinded. And guess what? That goes into, what's the precept for that is, you can't fool the very elect. You can't deceive them. All right? Users can simply wave their arm, what? To a smartphone to pull up their whatever, your cash amount. You could do it with your V status, but you can't do it with your money. Ridiculous. Look at the words. The Swedish government has introduced the V passport rule that requires, citizens to show proof of whatever to enter public places. Requires what? Requires this, which is a chip. Come on, man. Come on. And then you get a fucking child in your face screaming like a fucking idiot, trying to tell you as an adult what's going on. That, I mean, nothing against 35-year-olds or 34-year-olds, all right? But when you stand in the face of a grown-ass man, being a child, representing yourself as a child, it's just crazy.
The reason is that I always want to have it accessible. And when I read my chip,
Okay, do we have to go any further? Okay, so, I mean, here's where we need to be. Not talking about what happened yesterday, but it goes hand in hand. Oh, Marcus Beach is not the chip, but it's the tag. All right, we'll go here. This is today. One day ago. Oh, let's see. What's the date on this? See if I can update it. How many days ago? Okay, 7 days ago. All right. 7 days ago. What does this say? The tag implant that let you pay with your hand. Look at the campaign. Well, just less than a year ago, none of this was part of the program. What's going to happen in June? What is going to happen in June? Let's get this real quick. How to do this. No, this is the same. This is the article. Okay. This is the video. And this has come out. Other brothers have posted this. 5 days ago. Give me 5. Hand implant allows you to pay as you go, but the mark of the beast is not the microchip. 4 days ago, it's June. Microchip implants for payment becoming reality. Okay? 5 years ago, dumbass, BuzzFeed reporter, implants, payments, chip in hand. 5 years ago. Okay? So this is nothing new. But what is new is that they're pushing it now. All right? Now, what's the difference between push and force? Watch this real quick. It's a minute. Okay? And you're going to have to pay for that scoffing.
Well, many have started paying for things with our phones.
Many start doing what for things?
Well, many have started paying for things with our phones, even watches.
One company, though, wants to take that technology to another level.
Not your phone. Not your tag.
By implanting a chip in your...
Implanting a what? Here's where we are today. Less than a week ago. See, about a week ago, let's say 10 days, the hard push for the microchip in your hand to pay for things, not to track you, not to do all the other things that it does do, but to pay. The chip in your hand to pay. So in a minute, you're going to have a lot of explaining to do. The last thing anybody should ever do, whether you agree or not, is go in front of a camp and scoff. Anybody. That's what you do when you're 2 years in the truth. And then you grow up and then you don't do shit like that no more. It's fruitless. But if the Most High put a demon on you or a spirit that makes you go do that, then, man's goings are of the Lord.
Well, many have started paying for things with their phones, even watches.
One company, though, wants to take that technology to another level by implanting a chip in your hand. So, the overseas company Walletmore is selling the microchip in parts of Europe. It's about the size of a grain of rice, goes under the skin. It's then activated using a digital wallet app. The chip is going for about $300, and the company says at least 200 people have gotten them implanted already. I would have many questions for a doctor about that.
Yeah, how healthy
Didn't look
is
very
that
micro,
for you?
did it?
No.
It was pretty big.
It was a pretty big chip.
I mean, a paper cut hurts. You're going to put a thing like that, in
what
your
happens if
hand?
you have to change banks? You got to get
Right,
that thing
you gotta
and put
change it
back
out.
in. I don't know. I ain't interested in it. Keep it
Me
away from
neither.
me.
I just want to know how it affects your body.
Yeah, it can't be good. It can't be good to put some electronic device in your body and keep it there. Ooh, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get the hour of temptation here. Let's see. It's Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. This is talking about when they force the chip. I believe the Most High having a humoristic side, he's going to make that, he's going to start forcing it in June. The way this thing is moving, they're pushing hard right now. And with every week that passes, they're going to push this right out into the public view, right before they start forcing it. Their time is so short. Where's the war going to be? In June. Let's say the middle of June, June 15th. Where are we going to be at in the war? This devil knows that he hath but a short time. You understand? Everything is about timing, like the brother was saying. Everything is timing. The brother humbled by the fear of the Most High, 777. This brother was speaking poetically like he's writing a song. Okay? He was dead on it. What are we looking for? 12? Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Here's the time that we're in. Not when your family member comes up to scoff and try to tell your business to what is that? You don't have a job, or you've never been married, you don't make no money. Just ridiculous. And if it would have been somebody that I didn't know, I would have tried to, handle it the way that I did. Okay? My point was, understand that I'm not afraid of you. And if it's a fight you want, then I'm going to defend myself. But yeah, I'm not afraid of nobody. Okay? What are you doing here? I'm going to give you a pass because there are consequences after. I got to go speak to my dad and to your mother. The whole thing. What are you doing here? Okay? If what you want to do is If it's your mission to start a fight with me, then do it. But you scoffing at the word? Ridiculous. We'll end it on this. This is Sirach 22:13. This is what I had in mind. When I saw this idiot walk, your name, my name is in your mouth. That's some emotional woman ass shit of the world. Okay? Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries. Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with his madness. All right? Hey, there are ways in which to act in these last days. All right? We're in the last days. You see the chip, you see the scoffers. What are you supposed to be doing right now? Okay? Get that on the way out. There's a method to all of this. All right? Colossians 3:12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of God. What does that mean? Here's the way you're supposed to be acting. If you're of the elect that can't be deceived, you understand? And that can't be blind, that won't be blinded, okay? Pursuant to Romans, right? You don't want to be blinded. This guy's clearly blinded. Here's how you know if somebody is of the elect. Colossians 3:12. Put on, therefore, as the elect, meaning act like this. Act like you're of the elect. And here's what people will see. If you're of the elect, here's what they're going to see. And this is what I was striving for yesterday as I was being pulled out into tomfoolery. All right, go watch the video. I'm trying hard. I'm trying to stand my ground. Right? And being, you got to be aware this dude might cross the line and you have to put him down. All right, put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, holy and beloved. It means separate yourself from fools. Bowels of mercy. I was showing mercy. Kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, right? Long suffering. It was very hard, but, hey, it's a war out there. If you watch the video from the start, it all led up to that little battle, which is ridiculous because here's this video, and there will be 10 more before the week is up. Forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. Right? And above all these, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. All right, we'll stop right there. All right, so anyway, that's my response to yesterday, and that's my video for today, going into what? The microchip. It's June, nigga.
Well, many have started paying for things with our phones, even watches.
One company, though, wants to take that technology to another level by implanting a chip in your hand.
Spiritually discerned. All right, with that, we hope that the elect were edified, you brothers and few sisters, and with that, we're going to say shalom.